Nintendo!
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, the producer of the Legend of Zelda series. We mentioned in the June 2019 Nintendo Direct presentation that we had started development on the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Many people around the world are still playing Breath of the Wild, so I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart.
It's a massive game.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely massive.
Regarding
I love his
sequel,
t-shirt right
in order
there.
to make the vast world you enjoyed exploring in the
It's got the
original
Triforce
game
stuff going
even
on.
more impressive, the team is
And it's in
working
English.
hard on its development, so you'll have to wait a bit longer before we can provide more updates. In the meantime, we've prepared a different way for you to experience the world of Hyrule. And
In
we
the
have a video
meantime,
to
Alpaca,
introduce
you
it.
didn't miss it.
Please
We'll
take
watch.
a look.
We're looking at it right now.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil
Wow.
that has endured over the ages.
I think you are now ready.
Yeah, so these are the in-game assets from the first Breath of the
100
Wild
years
game.
ago.
Oh my goodness, 100 years ago. It's really a perfect premise for Hyrule Warriors. It really is. Absolutely the perfect spot to do it. And I can't believe I didn't think of this. It's genius. Oh yeah, Zelda using the tablet. Oh my goodness. The whole squad's here. Wait, are we gonna get other crossover characters from the other Hyrule Warriors, or is this just gonna be a mainline? I mean, I can't imagine a ton of story here. But that's a playable Zelda. It's like the first Hyrule Warriors. Wow, that's super cool. You get all the gamers in here. Oh my goodness. Yeah! Urbosa's Fury. Calamity Ganon. Wow! Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity. Oh, wowzers. Wowzers trousers. No, Zelda, no, don't cry. Don't make me a sad gamer. Don't make me a sad gamer. That was
What
an
you
epic
just saw
trailer.
is the game that Koei Tecmo Games is developing,
Koei Tecmo.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. This game takes place 100 years before the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the
before
Wild.
Link takes his
In
nap.
that game, the great calamity that occurred 100
Hello,
years
hero,
prior
welcome to
was mentioned,
stream.
but the actual event itself wasn't shown in full. In this game, you'll be able to experience the events of the great calamity. So now, I would like to invite Koei Tecmo Games.
Are they gonna show us
producer, Mr.
more? You gotta
Hayashi,
show me a little
to
more,
join
or
me
tell me
here.
a little bit more about the history. It's a 6-minute video. They gotta do something else. I hope. Koei Tecmo headquarters.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yosuke Hayashi from Koei Tecmo Games and the producer
Yeah,
of
they
this
developed
game.
the first one.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity began when Mr. Aonuma approached us saying, I think it would be interesting to create a Warriors game telling the story of the Great Calamity. What do you think?
I think it's genius. I
The
think it's
battles between
freaking
the Kingdom of
genius.
Hyrule and Calamity Ganon would complement Warrior-style gameplay against large armies.
And you could literally just reuse the assets. Completely reuse it.
The previous Hyrule Warriors games were filled with Zelda conventions.
I like that they squished the screen for us right there.
The
Is there
Legend
a
of
reason?
Zelda Breath of the Wild broke these conventions entirely, and perhaps it's the same for everyone here, but for someone like me, who's been playing Zelda games for a long time, this
Yeah.
was an extraordinary experience. It's a new, special title for me.
Breath of the Wild was definitely
Unlike the
a
previous Hyrule Warriors
push in
games,
the right direction.
Hyrule
For the most
Warriors
part. Maybe not
Age
the
of
linear
Calamity
dungeon
was
design,
developed
but
by working closely with the Zelda team.
well,
in
maybe a
every
little bit
step
less
of
of the story, but
process,
still, everything else about the game
including
is
gameplay direction,
some of the
graphics,
best things I've ever
world, and
experienced
all
in
dialogue.
a Zelda game.
And while we maintained the distinct
Alright, they're just
gameplay style
re-showing
of
the
Warriors
trailer.
series, with exciting 1 versus 1,000 battles and a wide variety of playable characters, this became the only game that will let you experience the world 100 years
Just awesome.
prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild firsthand.
There we go. Ganon, or Gaben Zone, thank you for the follow there, gamer. Appreciate it. I have all my alerts turned off
Thank you,
right
Mr.
now, so
Hayashi. During the development of the previous Hyrule Warriors games, I was impressed with how the Warriors development team, led by Mr. Hayashi, had a deep understanding of the Legend of Zelda series. This time around, they made it possible to create this new experience.
They haven't really told us anything new. They just said, hey, they approached us.
With Warriors gameplay. Therefore, I believe this game will offer the experience of the great Calamity battles that weren't fully shown in the original game.
Yeah, they were just talked about.
That both those who played the previous Hyrule Warriors games and those who played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild can experience this
it's possible, like, literally at, like...
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
As, like, Rivali, like, flew off. Like, maybe that kind of battle? November? This year? What?
Thank you for your continued support for The Legend of Zelda.
What? Why this year? Next year's the 35th. Why would you... I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain about it coming earlier. Sign me up.